Hey guys, Silvertardis here. Well, now that Series 2 is over, I think I should just tell you what I've got planned for the future. With regards to Series 3 and the next series of Cyber Wars Extreme. Well, as you can see over here, these are some of the new robots that will be entering Series 3, some of which you've already seen. Let's just go at the top here. We've got Adrenaline, still representing Roscoe Whitey. Winner of the account Mayhem, Fireflash, representing BattleBots Boy. Jackhammer, representing Robots Great War 2. And some more robots who you've also seen before. Here's Scorpion, who's only appeared in one fight so far. That's going to change when it enters Series 3. Now for some robots you haven't seen before. Here is Deator. Now it's definitely different to the real thing because instead of the flipper it's got an axe, which I think would be a much better weapon choice. I couldn't make a flipper for Deator anyway. Next is Ming 4. Front hinge flipper. Tried to make it a bit like Envy, a bit like Firestorm. So that's Ming 4. Next we have Storm Force. Now I'm really proud of this one. It's a lot like Megamorg, as you can see. I've used some shiny paper for the silver armament, and the thunderbolts are actual copper, believe it or not. That's actual metal which I've glued on, and I think it looks fantastic when I've done it. Next is Steel Avenger. Yeah, it's a bit flimsy, this one. It's got a weapon that's a bit more like a sword as opposed to an axe. And as you can see, I've even bothered to keep the feather duster on the back, which Steel Avenger had in Robot Wars. Okay, here is the first, well, the only one of my new Connects entries for the next series. This is Obstruction, with a sort of barrier weapon. It isn't really known for causing damage, but it can run either way up and push, like so. Okay, next one, Manta. Another replica of an American robot which I've done. Manta, it's always been one of my favourite American robots. Disappointed when it didn't make the finals of Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Series 2. Yeah. And the disc is actually taken from an old Robots toy that I have hidden around here somewhere. And the rest is cardboard, but the fact that I've made a spinner that actually works is pretty good. So that's Manta. Next one, Shell Shock. I think you'll remember Shell Shock from Robot Wars Series 7, the very first robot to be immobilized, but I've done my own take on it. Instead of the axe and circular saw weaponry, the head here, don't know if you can see it on camera, it has an evil little face on the front, and the head is a flipper. Let me just test on Storm Force. Yeah, like that. And it has a stream mech as well. So that's Shell Shock. Okay, now we move on to the Jackal. Basically, if you remember a robot from Robot Wars Series 1 called Scarab, you might also remember Ramses 2 and Tut's Revenge. This is basically the next one down the line. I saw those machines when they entered Robot Wars Series 1, 2 and 3, and I decided, hey, why not continue? This was actually made sort of by accident. I was trying to make Dreadnought, but didn't work out so well, so it's basically failed experiment, but nevertheless it will be entering the next series. Already showed you Scorpion. Next we have Despicable. It has a flipper. It's a very tall robot compared to some of them. And hang on, let me just get in underneath Storm Force. Yeah, flipped him into the arena. Strange, they usually go out. Okay, and last of the new robots I've made is Ripper. Now, I really tried to make it a lot like the modern Ripper Evo, and I think I've done a pretty good job. I've certainly tried to keep the weapon life accurate, and I think I've done quite a good job with that. So yeah, that's Ripper. These are all of the brand new robots that will be entering Series 3. Note, if any of you want to be represented by one of these robots, please leave a comment and I'll see to it. But if you're Robots Great War 2, BattleBots Boy, Roscoe Whitey, Robot Showdown 747, or Launch 1995, you are not allowed to be represented by any of the new ones. Well, because obviously you already have your own robots. So, just telling you there. Okay, so that's the new robots. Now for some improved robots, including 95, Launch 1995. I hope you're paying attention here. It's seeded number 7 for the next series. I put some extra wheels on top, so it's now invertible, and I've reinforced the claws as well. So 95 is back for Series 3, seeded 7th, and they will be destructive in the next series, I'm pretty sure. Okay, next we move on to Tilly Evo. Bit disappointed how it did in Series 2, but I've given it a whole new flipper design. I've reinforced it at the back, some extra spikes on the front to get in underneath targets. Hang on, let me try 95. No, wait, that didn't work so well. Let me try Razor. And, yep. Not a good example, but it's better in the arena instead of on a carpet. So yeah, that's Tilly Evo. Next is Cabrakan. As you have seen, for the past 2 series, I've used the original Cabrakan. Well, I've decided to upgrade it to Cabrakan 2. I know that robot isn't around anymore, and I know that Dave Weston's making the real Cabrakan 3 as we speak. Well, I thought, hey, why not upgrade it to Cabrakan 2? And maybe when I know what Cabrakan 3 is going to look like, maybe for Series 4, Series 5, I'll try and improve it again. Alright, next one's Razor. Remember in one of my very first videos I told you I wouldn't be able to fix the beak properly? Well, I finally have had to use a lot of glue, as you can see, so it will be strong enough. So yeah, Razor's back, and hopefully for the next series it will cause some chaos. So there you have it, the 4 improved robots. Now to tell you what I've got in future. Series 3, obviously, and also I'll be holding the All-Stars again, not to mention the Annihilator. I'll possibly do another account, Mayhem, and also the War of Independence will be coming round soon enough. But back to the All-Stars. 24 robots had to enter, aka the 16 that made the semi-finals of Series 2, and the seeded robots from Series 2. But there's still one place that hasn't been filled out, so these 6 robots in the arena, all pullbacks, will fight each other in a 6-way battle for the right to fight. In the All-Stars we have Hypnodisc, Pussycat, Exterminator 4, Firestorm 6, Tornado, and Stinger. So, those are just the updates for what I've got planned in future. So, this is Silvertardis, and goodbye.